I graduate college in a month. Well, a little less than a month. That is so fucking crazy. I cannot believe I'm saying that. The fact that I'm 22, I'm about to graduate college, I'm like a full responsible adult. I swear I feel like everyone says this, but I swear I was just like 16 and like in high school. How did we get here? I don't know. I mean, I'm saying this in a good way, not in like, oh my God, like what happened? I'm saying that in like a holy shit, I cannot believe that I am like a adult and I'm like entering like the real adult world. And basically, if you guys have seen, I did a little like, I call it like a podcast style video where it's kind of like minimal editing and I just like sit on my bed and talk. So that is what I will be doing with my phone as my microphone. And so we're back with this little series, but I want to talk about like post grad. I still have a month of school left, so obviously I'm not like post grad yet, but I have a lot of feelings about this, and I just want to talk about like my plans after graduation and like my feelings for my life and just kind of also my experience with college because I didn't have like I guess like a traditional college experience. I didn't really feel like got like a full college experience. I went to like a commuter school and I transferred from a community college and it like went to 2 years to like a university and I went like came from a community college, if that makes sense. So I'll talk about that and like my background and just yeah, I just want to talk about college, all things fucking college, because I'm not gonna be a student in a month. And that is so fucking crazy. Let me give a little background. Also, not off topic, but you guys seem to really like my previous video where I just talked about like how I'm single and never been in a relationship and like my thoughts on that. And I just want to thank you guys because like I really, really enjoyed reading the comments and I don't know, because a lot of people said that they like also have like never dated anyone and like they felt like very connected, I guess, to like what I was saying. And so that makes me really happy. So thank you. Anyways, let's get started with the video. So let's give a little background of my like academic experience, I guess. So I'm not gonna say mid school, but I mean it doesn't really matter. But so I went to community college in my junior and senior year of high school. And so I live in Washington State currently, and there's this program called Running Start. And so if you're from Washington, you probably know it. And basically you have the choice to go to like your local community college and get like college credits and high school credits. And it's really nice. I believe it used to be free, but now it does cost money. And so I would pay, I don't remember, it was like a couple hundred a quarter, but it's like you save a lot of money compared to like if you were to just go to like a university. So basically I got almost like my 2 years like early and done with. I was actually supposed to do like full-time Running Start. And so you're supposed to do 15 credits every quarter. So then in 2 years, when you graduate high school, you'll also get your like AA, like your associates. But I wasn't eligible for full-time because I did 2 classes at high school. I'm not going to get like too much into it. But basically, I would do like 12 credits or like 10 credits. And so when I graduated high school, I didn't get an AA. I just had like, I think like 70 something or like 80 credits. So I just only needed a few more. And so after high school, I just did online classes at that same community college to finish up like my 90 credits I need, which is like 2 years worth of college credits. Okay, that was a lot. I over explained that. And then I took a little like, I'm gonna call it like a gap semester. I think it was like half a year where I just didn't have school. I just like worked and I just like chilled trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do because I was a little lost. And I look back and I'm like, I was so young then. And I still like, there's times where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I definitely do. Like I do have like a direction, but I'm so young. Like there's so much for me to figure out and like, anyways. Oh my God, I have like all this saliva in my mouth. Sorry, that was gross. I'm gonna try to keep this very minimal editing though, just because I want it to be like very real and like you're having like a FaceTime conversation with me. Okay, so then I transferred to the university that I go to now, and the school I go to, I actually really like it, and it was a good experience. I'm not saying I didn't like it, but it was a school that I knew I would eventually go to, and I never thought that I would like go to a school out of state or like far away. I just never saw myself. I don't know why. I just didn't see that for myself. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to school near like my house. I'm gonna commute, and then like when I graduate college, that's when I will move. Because I've always wanted to move to a new city, like a new state, or just like anywhere not here once I graduated. So, not for college, but like once I was done. And my college, like most of the people are commuters, and like I just moved out last August, and so I live like pretty close to school now, which is really nice. But before that, like I was commuting. I honestly don't have friends that I made from school. Like all my friends are from like high school, or I knew them before, like mutuals of a friend, and then I became friends with them. Or wait, is that the right word? Yeah, like my friend's friend that became my friend. And so, honestly, I think I didn't really go to like many events, or I didn't live in a dorm. I didn't like there's no party. There's no like there's not really like that like traditional college experience stuff that you see like on people's social media and like on YouTube videos where they people like there's no like sororities, there's no frats. Like there's not really that typical like big college stuff that you think of at my school, which is fine. But I think I've always like kind of imagined like, oh, like it would be so nice to have that. But I never thought that I personally would like get that. And I didn't mind that. I think now, like if I was like 17 years old in high school, like as a senior, I mean, maybe I would like apply somewhere like far away, maybe even like a few hours away or even out of state. But it's like then I would be in debt. And I'm so like grateful I'm not in debt. And that's one of the things that I'm like so grateful for. And one of the main reasons why I chose the school I went to, like close to home, like I don't have to pay rent and I get to save money. Like I won't have to like be in student debt. And that is like such a privilege. I literally need to remind myself that because it is like this is not normal. And so my college experience has been, I feel like it's very just like go to school. You pick your classes and you go. Like I didn't really make friends. I made a few friends when I studied abroad in Italy, but it was like when we were in Italy and like after, like we have each other like on social media, but like I don't hang out with any of them. Like since we've been back, and I like see people from like class that I've had and like I'll like say hi, but besides that, like I don't really like hang out with anyone from school. And yeah, that is my, I don't know, 2 cents on my college experience. I don't think it was bad at all. I definitely think I met a lot of cool people and it was a good school. But I also do like kind of wish, and I feel like since I was little, I've been like, oh, like I wish I went to like a school with like a big party scene. But then I'm also like, would I even actually like that, you know? And I think when I was 18, like I'm looking back, like I don't know how people just move far away from their house so young, like right after you graduate high school. I could not do that. I was like so immature. Like now I could have, like with my mindset and like my growth. I feel cringy saying that. I shouldn't, but like now I definitely would. But back then, I like could not imagine doing that. Like I don't know how people do it, but like a lot of people do who go to like college. But like I can't imagine like just like not being close to everyone at that age, like being so young. I have been a student for like my entire life, basically, like preschool, kindergarten through 12th grade. I took a little break, but then even when I had like my little gap semester, I was working towards getting into the school I go to now. So I was like preparing like, okay, it was not that much work. It was like my personal statement, like essay, and then like getting like my official transcripts from high school. It was not like, you know, but I was working towards the goal of school. And then now that I'm graduating, I obviously like am not gonna like apply to a school or, you know, like worry about grades. And I think that's one of the main things I'm so excited for is like, obviously I will work, but outside of work, I don't have to like worry about it. And like with school, like you go to class, but then you worry about it outside of it because you have assignments and projects. And like if you have a group project, you have to figure like what time works best with everyone. And I like it, like I'm always like, oh shit, like I have assignment, like, oh, I have to do this tonight. And if I don't have that, like it's gonna be so nice. It is gonna be so nice. But also, I think it makes me feel very productive and like, oh my god, like I'm a student, like let me do this. And I feel very like fulfilled though when I do like good on a project and I get like feedback from the professor and they're like, oh, you did good. And I'm like, okay. Usually, and this is something that I have always like knew I was gonna do, was after college, moving to a new city. And this is something that a lot of people do. A lot of people probably like stay like in the same area that they grew up in. And I feel like I've never fully loved living here. I like the people, obviously. Like, I've grown up here. I was raised in Washington. And it's like I've been here for 22 years and I like love the nature here, and there's so much that I love about Washington, but I knew that I wouldn't stay here forever, and that there would always be more opportunities and more growth somewhere else. And I have like wanted to live in Los Angeles for so long. I think from like middle school, I would like always be like, yeah, like after college, like I'm gonna move there. And even like in high school, and even I would say like this summer, or no, like last summer, like 2023, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna move to LA. And so I have a savings account where I've just been like putting in money to like my moving, like obviously when you're gonna move, you need like a lot of money, especially like LA, so expensive. Especially we just, oh my God, America, Washington too, so fucking expensive. So ever since I had my first job, which was like my senior year of high school, I have just been saving up like little by little and adding money into this like savings account because I knew that I would like need it. And I'm so happy I did that. Like I was immature when I was like in high school, but I'm happy that I like had a like future goal in mind, and I was like, okay, I need to like save money. And there's been times where I obviously had to take a couple hundred or even like 1,000 out, but I've always like eventually put it back and kept saving. And I'm so happy that I did this. And also the fact that I went to a school that was close, and that's the reason why I was able to like afford, well, I haven't moved yet, but the reason why I get to move is honestly because I have the privilege of I lived at home until like recently. And so it's been really nice, and just being able to have that money for like the future. And I don't want to say where I'm moving yet. I want to like make it a little surprise. But I am not moving to LA. I don't know if I made that obvious, maybe not. But I've always just been like, oh, like Los Angeles, like that's where everything is. Like the weather's so nice, like the culture, the beaches, like the people. But the more I thought about it, I realized maybe it's not for me. I'm not like completely closed off to the idea in the future, but I don't know. Like with the cost of living, and just it's dangerous, and I feel like there's a lot of parts that are a little dirty, but also I feel like people who say that they don't like LA are like transplants. Like they're not from there, and people who are like native from there do like it. So I'm not sure, but I realize that is not like where I want to live at the moment. I'm definitely not like closed off to it fully, but where I'm moving to, I'm so excited because it's a big city. It's I think it's actually the biggest city in the world, or like one of. I'm not too sure if they mean like by size or population, but it is quite large. Like there's people everywhere, and when I have gone, I get overstimulated, but then I get used to it, and it's somewhere that I've like imagined myself living. Like I've been like, oh, like I could see myself living here for like a year or something, but I never thought like it would be this soon. But I think post grad, like a lot of people go to like a big city like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, after college, just because like it's a fresh start. And I don't have many responsibilities. My lease ends at the end of summer. I don't have children. I'm not dating anyone. I don't have pets. I don't have like ties here that I really need to stay, and I wouldn't want that. And like I literally wanted a cat so bad, guys. Like when I moved out in August, I was like, oh my God, I want a cat. But I knew that I was gonna move, and just having to like find an apartment and like pay more for an animal, and just like the hassle, I was like, no, I'll wait. And I'm really happy I did that. And I don't know, I just feel like I would be limiting myself if I were to stay here. I think a lot of people, like, Washington is not a bad place to live. I just personally feel like I need to experience living somewhere else. One of the big things is like my mom is someone who moved to America from Japan by herself when she was 25 because she just wanted a change. And she grew up in Tokyo and like felt like she was just so used to it and wanted to change. And she just moved alone. And like, I don't know, I feel like she inspires me a lot. She travels a lot now, and I feel like a lot of people travel when they're young, and I definitely, like, I started traveling more, like, this last year and this year, but, like, she's almost 60, and she traveled, like, she just went to Peru for, like, 2 weeks, and she has so much fun, and, like, she always goes, like, somewhere cool, and honestly, like, it's one of the things that really, like, inspires me about my mom, is that she travels a lot and wants to see and, like, try new things, and I think I inherited that, where I like definitely am very open to going to new places and trying things, which I love that about myself because I'm very open and open-minded. But moving is fucking terrifying. I haven't moved yet. I move at the end of summer. And just like the idea that I'm starting fresh. I'm not gonna have friends there. I'm not gonna have my mom there. Terrifies the fuck out of me. But I know that like I'm gonna be okay. Well, I can't like 100% guarantee that I'm gonna be fully happy there, but I know that like I'm gonna be happy that I at least tried, and I think that's the thing. You get one limited ass life, and I want to be able to say that I tried different things and I wasn't too scared, because I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, if I were to not move to this location, I would regret it. And that's what helped me like decide if I was really gonna move or not. Like I had this like idea of like moving to the city I'm going to. And then I was like, okay, let me just think about it for a few months, and it never went away. That I felt that the feeling would like kind of like die down. It just got stronger and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking doing this. And so I just feel like after college, like moving is just like the perfect time. Like you're starting fresh. Which brings me to the next topic, jobs. Obviously, once you're done with college, I feel like there's usually two paths. It's working and then getting like a master's, or like going to do more school. At the moment, I do not want to do more school. I've been a student for so long. I'm definitely not like closed off to it. Maybe eventually like I'll get my master's. We'll see. But basically, I never said in this video, I should have, but I'm a communications major and a innovation and design minor, which is like a new minor. And so when people like people ask me what that is, and I'm like, I don't even, like, okay, I do know, but it's like hard to explain. And what I want to do is like marketing, and I don't have like a specific role that I'm like going towards. I honestly just want to like try different things and learn what I like and dislike. So I'm very new. Obviously, like I'm new to the corporate world and just like everything that comes with like working at an office and stuff. Currently I'm a marketing assistant, and so I do like majority like social media stuff, and I really like it. I definitely want to like do other things. I don't want it to be like my priority, but I'm also very open to it. I mean, I have my own like social media, and so, you know, I'm not saying I'm like a professional, but like I do know kind of like the basics of like editing and like how to make your videos like look cool, and like what people would like in like Gen Z and stuff. But I will definitely say marketing, I knew this, okay? I knew this going ahead of time. So competitive. So since I'm moving, I don't want to get a full-time position like right now and then just like leave. I feel like that's like, you know, because I'm leaving like the beginning of September, and it's May. So by the time I get hired, you know, it would only be like very like little time. And so I have been looking for internships. And let me tell you, even looking for an internship is so difficult. And the job market right now is not good. And it hasn't been good since like what? The pandemic. And I feel like it's still recovering. Like so many companies are like laying people off. Yeah. I have literally applied to so many places. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but probably like 50, 60 places over the course of the last few months. Actually, I probably have done more. Like I have literally, I would do like every other day or like every day. Like I would just apply to like anything that I think that I could do. And I've probably interviewed at like 5 or 6 places, and they've mostly been online. This one place for internship in the summer, I had 3 interviews, and I was like, okay, it's but the last interview. I think I got the call. I mean, call. I think I got the job because the recruiter was like, hey, like, do you have a few minutes to chat? So I was like, okay, this is probably good. And she was like, unfortunately, we went with someone else. And that, like, I was like, oh. And that really made me sad. But then I was like, whatever, it's fine. And so today I actually had an interview in person, and then I have another one on Friday. So I have been like trying to get a job. I just would prefer to get like an internship or a part-time position just because I'm leaving, and I still want to get experience kind of like in what I want to do so that I can put on my resume and like show that I have more experience. And I'm so like, I have not worked at like a full-time position where I would be doing what I like want to do obviously, like I'm still in college, and I'm a little scared. I'm excited though, just because like I want to have money and be able to have like structure. Obviously, 9 to 5s are not like the most ideal, but like that's what majority of the people do. And I want to just make the best out of it and experience that and see how it goes. And I think that it gives a lot of people structure. And for me, I'm someone who, if I have too much flexibility, it's hard for me to like motivate myself and keep myself accountable for certain things. And I think I would like to have that like structure of like, okay, at this specific time we're doing this. And I think it would like keep me organized and just like on top of it. So I think it would be nice. But basically the plan is currently I'm just looking for jobs here. And then once I get a job here, I will obviously like do that. And then when I go, oh shit. I just said where I'm moving to. Okay. We're gonna have to like bleep that out. When I move to the place that I'm going to, I will start applying there. And I have a lot of money saved, so like I'll be fine for a few months. Because obviously like I mean, never say never, but like obviously getting a full-time job is not gonna take like a day. Like it's gonna take a little bit of work and like effort. And yeah, I'm just planning on just kind of exploring the city for the first month or two and just getting into a routine, and then eventually I will start working. So I'm excited. I feel like I was really nervous and like panicking like a few weeks ago, but now, I mean, I probably will start panicking again. But I don't know, I'm not that nervous. Like I am, but I'm not at the same time. I think I'm just like, okay, like everything's gonna work out, and what's meant for you will like come to you. It's not gonna pass by you. And just like manifesting and just hoping for the best and just wishful thinking, because that's all you can do is like put in effort and just hope for the best. Like there's things that you cannot control and things you can control. And if I go to these interviews and they go with someone else, like it's not meant for me, or you know, like they just didn't think that it would be the right fit, and that's okay, because I'm gonna find something that will like work out for me. And then I'm gonna be like, wow, like I'm so happy that like I finally got this because it was worth it. All those rejection emails where I interviewed and like they just like ghosted me, like it was worth it because I finally got the job that I like. I'm gonna wrap up this video. I have been yapping for quite a while and it's almost midnight and I have to go to bed because I have work tomorrow. But my closing thoughts is I am so excited for this next chapter. Obviously I'm nervous, but I'm excited because this is like the first time that, I mean, obviously like I'm finishing school and like I'm entering the workforce. I'm more excited for like moving to like where I'm going to. I think that's like it's gonna be a very big change, and I'm definitely excited. My content is gonna change a lot. I want to be more consistent on like Instagram and YouTube, and like I'll be able to like do more vlogs and I'll be able to do more fun content relating to like where I like will be living. And so I think that will be really nice. It'll be a change of scenery and it'll be really good for me. And I'm excited. I'm gonna be a college graduate. I'm a first generation college student. And so, like, honestly, I didn't think I would get this far. Like, when I would go back to, like, or not go back, I'm not a fucking time traveler. When I would think about, like, what I imagined myself as, like, in the future, back when I was, like, I don't know, like, 16, I knew that, like, I would graduate college and then I would, like, move to LA. And that's, like, literally all I could think about. And I knew that, like, that would happen. But I think I would be very surprised if I saw, like, myself now. Like, let me reword that. If my past self saw my future self now, like, he would be like, shit. But, like, in a good way. Like, oh, my gosh. And I'm very proud of myself. I think I definitely downplay, like, a lot of stuff. Like, I'm, like, graduating college. I have my own apartment. I'm very independent. Like, I'm moving alone to a new city. And I should be proud of myself. And I'm excited. I definitely just want to bring you guys also along this journey and just document more of my life. I want to be able to like look back when I'm like 80 and like oh shit, like this was me when I graduated college, you know, and like my life after in my 20s. Like I'm in my 20s and I'm just so excited. I get to live life and experience so much, and I don't know. I think it's very also overwhelming the fact that like once you graduate, like it's not really structured. You can choose to do whatever the fuck you want. And that is so overwhelming. Like, I'm like, shit. Like, but I'm also like, oh my God, like I like my life can go in so many infinite ways, and I'm so excited because I have a lot of things I want to do, and I'm going to do them. Thank you for listening or watching this video. I don't know if you like watch it like actually with the video, or if you just like go do the dishes, or like, I don't know, doing something and like listening to this, because I honestly love to like listen to podcasts or like videos like similar to like what I'm doing like at the gym, and like doing my little like workout and like listening. I don't know, it's so calming, and it's like when I want to change from music. Okay, thank you for listening / watching. Okay, bye.